Hi guys, welcome to Mr. Cloudbook channel. In this particular video, I am going to deploy a chatbot application. So this application is open source application. I am going to deploy with the DevSecOps process, and you will get the same outputs that are getting from the ChatGPT with this application, and you will get the same output that you are getting from the ChatGPT, and you can also try. And this is the output of the application that we are going to deploy right now. This is ChatGPT and this is the application that we are going to deploy right now. And you can ask any questions how to resolve the container restarting issue. So you can ask any question, it will give some kind of answer, and not only the answer, and you can ask give me script to install Jenkins. So not only Jenkins, you can ask anything. This is the application we are going to deploy, and you can see it's giving the application. And next you can ask any questions. Install Node.js on Ubuntu. So you can ask any questions here. The same questions will be like we can just copy it and we can ask it in the chat GPT as well. So it will give the same output. You can see this is on openai.com and this is the application on my server 3000. You can see it's giving the script and it's giving the same script. Okay. And you can see that install Node.js on Ubuntu. Let's copy it and paste it here, and you can see the same output. This is the chatbot UI. We can give install nvm, so the package and pmv, so both are same, and you can see so the commands are same, and debian node source like that. And you can ask any questions that it will provide the answers. This is the application we are going to deploy today. Don't ask me for the open API keys, because you can generate your own API keys from the rapidapi.com, or you can directly generate it from your chat GPT also. I will show in the video process at the end, because we don't need the chat API key right now, but we need it at the end of the video. I am going to use the same old process. That's why I'm not created any like right now. I didn't created any blogs or images for this particular project. But I will update the blog and everything once this video is released, and I can use this particular blog. And the process is same. We use the open source application, that is ChatBOT-UI. This is the application ChatBOT-UI, and you can see the output will be like this, and you will get the ask any questions, it will give the answer like the chat GPT. So you can deploy this particular chatbot UI in the local also by running these commands npm run update. So you can see local quick start, you can run it locally. So these are the simple commands and you can run it easily. I'm going to deploy this particular project in the instances on our EKS cluster. So let's see. The project is completely based on this one. Process is same. We do the GitHub pull and we will pull the code to our Jenkins, and we will install the some dependency packages, because this chatbot UI based on the Node.js, and you can see JS and package.json like that. And it's running on Node.js 19, the latest version. And we do this SonarQube analysis, like we will do the complete analysis to get the duplication of the codes and any vulnerabilities that are finding through this particular project. Okay, the open source, how we can deploy the open source into the DevSecOps process on the EKS cluster. That is what I am going to explain in this particular project. You have to see, or like if the like if companies wants to deploy this particular project on your clusters to use it locally, so you have to do the right the process of way how to we can see and how it will do the analysis like that. So we use the same process, and everyone asking like that we are doing this project not getting any calls like that. But I am explaining this project because of how an open source can be use this particular process that I am teaching till now. So that's why I am doing this video particularly. And next I will do the trivy file scan. We will scan all the files with the help of the trivy, and we will do the OS dependency checks. Later we will build the code and we will push the code, and we will do the image scan with the help of the trivy, and we will run the container. Once container is up and running, we will deploy it to the EKS cluster. If possible, I will do the cluster scan also. For the ChatGPT application project, we need the T2 large instance type with Ubuntu, and the nearly I use 30 GB storage. Let me explain, because you can see instances is running because I already made up and running for the instance. So OpenAI ChatGPT. So T2 large instance type. Why are you using the T2 large? That is the maybe some people get the question. So I will explain it clearly, because if we use the T2 micro or the T2 medium, they will get the less CPU and the less RAM to support your application. So it will be more laggy while you are testing your application, and even the build process, that like the pipeline also will take more time to process the application. Even 4 GB RAM also can support. That's why I'm using the T2 large instance type, and I will use the storage up to 30 GB, and you can see storage is volume is attached to 30. And come back to details. Let's copy the public IP and connect to our system by using the putty or terminal or mobile extreme, or you can connect with PowerShell also. That is up to you. And I'm connecting with the terminal. So my system is connected. Let's do the update by providing sudo apt update, enter. So that is done. 34 packages are upgraded, and let's come back here. And what is the process? We have the T2 large instance type with 30 GB of storage and open. If you get any doubts, I opened all port, means I can run this particular project on all port, because this is just learning purpose I am explaining. That's why I opened all port. And next I need to create an IAM role. So to create an IAM role, why I am creating this role means I am going to attach this particular IAM role to my EC2 instance where Jenkins is running. So if I run Terraform init Terraform apply, it will store the backend files in the EKS class. It will store the Terraform files. Terraform state file in the S3 bucket, and we can directly build. Like we can directly provision the EKS cluster from the EC2 instance without needing the AWS credentials. That's why I am adding the new role. So let's create a new role. Go to the AWS, and in the search bar you have to provide IAM and click on enter, and you can see that I have the two roles. In the left side panel you have to click on roles to create a new role. Click on roles and click on create role, and for the tested entity type you can use the AWS service, and for the use case you can go with EC2 and click on next and select the administrator access. This is just for the learning purpose, and if you want to give the specific like the specific permission policies to attach the role, you can give the AKS full access or EC2 full access, and EC2 container registry. Some policies are there for particularly to create to provision the AKS cluster. You have to give those policies only. Okay. I am just explaining for the learning purpose. That's why I opened administrator access, and I will delete this particular role after this project completes. So click on next and give the name. So let's give it call it as a chatbot and create a role. So the role is created, and you can come back to EC2 instance and click on instances running. So select the EC2 instance. So OpenAI ChatGPT and go to the actions and click on security and modify IAM role, and you can see you can refresh this one, or you can directly select this drop down, and if you can't find that the role you created, and you can just do the refresh, and you can again click on drop down and you will get your role chatbot. Select that one and update IAM role. So we attached roles and everything is done. And if you want to attach more, like if you want to attach Argo CD, I have other projects also. You can see automating Tetris deployment, where I used the Argo CD in this particular project, and I use it so many other. I have so many other projects as well. You can see Netflix clone and DevSecOps 2048. So many projects I did, and you can watch those videos also, because you will get more knowledge on the DevSecOps process. And I added the Docker Scout in this project, mastering DevSecOps, deploying a Hotstar clone. So you can do this project also. We can learn so many tools that we can use in the Jenkins pipeline. That is what I want to explain everyone. So that's why please watch the other videos also. And maybe if you can't find the blog in the chart section or in the description, you can directly come to the new tab and you can search for the Mr. Cloudbook here. So I have my own website and you can find my all projects here. So we added the new IAM role and I have added the steps also. You can watch these steps. So let's install Jenkins. Just copy the script. This is the script to install Jenkins. Come here. We can give the vi jenkins.sh. So this will create a shell script file and enter. I will explain the commands. Let's remove this one. Not required. Sudo, so it will throw the error if you run like this. And let's explain the commands. Sudo apt update, it will update the system. And next it will install some key that are required for the packages for the Temurin like Java. So this is the 17th version of Java command to install apt install Temurin 17. And we can see the Java version here. And next we are adding the keys and packages for the Jenkins. And next we are installing them Jenkins as well. So escape shift colon WQ, and we don't have the executable permissions for this one. You can see jenkins.sh and enter. By providing sudo chmod, we can give the file executable permissions. Enter. So let's run into the root first. Sometimes the file won't run without root. That's why you can run directly inside the root and enter. And you can see the file started downloading and the key that is added and it is installing the Java as well. So that's why I told you to run the script always inside the root. So you can, once giving the permissions, you can run the script in the root as well. And you can see I already provided here. So run in root. So script will be run inside the root. Okay. So provide this and then this, and I will add the command here as the you have to go inside the root by providing sudo shu like that, so you can understand properly more. So it will take some time. I will skip that part as well. So let's see whether Jenkins is installed or not by providing sudo systemctl status Jenkins. If it's working running, that means our Jenkins is installed, and we can copy the password here, or you can find the password at this particular location also. So quit. Let's come and select this instance and select the IP address and open a new tab. So give the 8080 and enter. So you can copy the password here by providing sudo systemctl status Jenkins. Let's select this one, right click and copy and paste it here and continue. Not now. So install the suggested plugins, select it. So it will start installing the suggested plugins. Meanwhile, let's install other that packages required for the project. And we can we set up this one, selected the project. So I will explain this later. So you can find the password here, okay? And you can directly, first time you can get the password by providing sudo systemctl status Jenkins. And after that, you have to go to this particular path, okay? Now this is done. We unlock the Jenkins, installing plugins. Once that is done, I will explain this particular part. And next we need to install Docker. So let's select this one and paste the commands. First it will update the system, sudo apt update. Next it will install the docker.io and sudo user mode -a docker user. So it will add the root, this root as the user group, Docker group. It will add the Docker group to that one. Next we are refreshing the Docker group and again we are giving the permissions to var run docker.socket and enter. And if you want to give the permissions to only Ubuntu, you can give directly Ubuntu within the place of the user. Okay, here you can directly give the Ubuntu. I will explain that also. Enter. So because I'm in the root, I will exit from the root and I will give that command for the Docker, Ubuntu user. I will show the difference also, because what we will get the error if we don't add the Ubuntu user to Docker group. So that is done, and you can see Docker version here. Enter. and this is the version 24.0.5. Control L. We are in the root now. If you provide Docker PS, we can get the output. Let's exit from the root now. Exit. Sorry, again exit. So now I am in the Ubuntu user. You can see Ubuntu. So if I give the Docker PS, oh, okay, they added directly. So they're picking the Ubuntu user there, even in the root also. That is fine. If not, we have to give like this sudo user mod -a capital G Docker group, and we have to add the Ubuntu like this, or to add the Ubuntu user to your Docker group. Okay. So you can give sudo chmod 777 for the docker.socket permissions also var run docker.socket here. So you can see, oh, the spelling was wrong. Sorry, typo mistake. Chmod double m I typed. Okay, that is done. Clear the screen. So Docker is installed. We need the SonarQube. Just copy this and paste it here. So Docker run. This is the command to run the container in the detached mode -d -name. So you can give any name to your container by providing -name. I am giving as a sonar. That's why it will name the container as a sonar, and it's exposed to 9000. I am giving the 9000 colon 9000, and this is the official image for the SonarQube long term support community edition. So click on enter. So many people telling that the SonarQube is not working after the giving the admin and admin password. Let's see how it goes now, because I am getting some comments. I am getting some comments that SonarQube is not working. Let's provide Docker PS here, and you can see it's gave the name as a Sonar, and it's running at port 9000. So let's copy the IP address from here. Control A, C, open another tab and paste it here with the 9000. Enter. So now you can create a new admin user for the Jenkins if you want. Otherwise, you can directly click on skip and continue as admin and save and finish. Start using Jenkins. So if you are going with the admin only, you need to change the admin password. So you have to do, come here on the top right, click on admin. Here you can see and the admin, and you have to come to configure and go to the password section here. This is the password section. Give the password whatever you want. Again tab, we have to confirm it and then apply first. Okay, click on save next. Okay, let's remove this up to 8080 and enter again, and you can log in with your new password admin and the password that you added. Enter. So you can see this is how you have to change the admin password. Let's come here SonarQube. Some people told me that it's not working. Admin I gave the same. Enter. Not now. Let's change the old password. I am giving the admin and password is this one. I am confirming the password. Update. See, the SonarQube is working fine. I don't know why people getting the issues. Maybe they are issue with the commands, or the container is not running. Maybe the container may be existing. So you have to check it first before applying it. Sometimes if the container is existing, you have to remove it by providing the docker rm sonar. You can delete the container and you can give the command again docker run -d -name sonar with port 9000 and run again new container. Okay, don't start again the same container, because sometimes existing container that won't restart that soon, or if it's restarts it will be exit soon. That's why you will maybe get the error. So don't do that mistake. Simple silly mistakes you are asking in the comment section. So both are up and running. Let's install some dependencies or packages that are required for the EKS cluster. We need the Terraform. So the Trivi we need and kubectl we need. So just copy this. So I will explain this. Come here, vi script.sh, create another shell script file and paste this. So this will these commands will install the Trivy, and these commands will install the Terraform. These commands will install the kubectl, and we need the AWS CLI because we need to update the Kubernetes configuration from our Jenkins mission. That's why we need the AWS CLI. So why we need a kubectl? We need to see kubectl deployments. We have to apply right from the Kubernetes, Jenkins mission. That's why we need the Kubernetes to be installed on the Jenkins mission. Escape shift colon WQ. Give the permissions sudo chmod 777 script.sh, enter. Let's run it. Script.sh, enter. So it will install. So we did all these things. Let's install the plugins. I am going to install all the plugins at the same time because so many people that are following my content knows the process. That way I am not making the same content again with the long process. If the new people watching the video, you can watch the old videos if you have any doubts. Okay. Otherwise, you can connect to me or you can message me over in the LinkedIn. I will try to help also there because mostly the old videos helps you a lot. Don't go with the new videos because I'm explaining it very fastly in the new videos, not like with the old videos. So done. So everything is installed. You can see Docker version, that is fine. kubectl version -- client, that is also fine. Terraform version, so that is good. Preview version, sorry the typo. Preview -- version. Okay, finally we have the AWS version. So we installed everything, right? So let's see the Jenkins version also if possible. And you can see 2.440. Okay, clear the screen. So done. Let's install the plugins here in the Jenkins. So let's go to the manage Jenkins, and you can dismiss this one. You can use the any themes by clicking on admin, and if you go to the configure, I think here, yeah, you can use the themes. Okay, whatever theme you want, you can use that. Okay, so come to the dashboard, go to the manage Jenkins again, and let's install some plugins that are required. So you have to go to the plugins in the system configurations, go to the plugins here. So available plugins. So let's use the blue ocean. It will be very nice to see our pipeline in good way. That's why I'm installing this blue ocean. So select this blue ocean, and next we need the Temurin. So we require the Java plugin, right? So select this Eclipse Temurin installer, and next we need the Node.js because this is Node application. So select the Node.js, and we installed SonarQube. So we require the SonarQube plugin as well to scan. Select this one, and next we need the Terraform plugin. Select the Terraform, select it, and we need the Docker plugins. So Docker, this one, commons, pipeline, API. So build step, you can use anything, and next we need the OWASP plugin. Here you can come down, dependency check, that is done. So let's add some other plugins. Directly I'm adding Kubernetes plugins also. Search for the Kubernetes. I don't want to waste the time, so that's why I'm adding the Kubernetes plugins also first time. So API, CLI, Kubernetes credentials. So pipeline DevOps steps up to here. This is done. Install. So these plugins will take some time to install because we are installing all the plugins at the same time at the starting only. So in the, you can see here I installed every plugin here in the same place. Okay, so we have the OWASP plugin, Docker plugin, and Node.js, SonarQube, Temurin. We added the extra plugin, that is Blue Ocean plugin. So you will get the same images that I will update in the new blog. So I will add the new versions here. Okay, not the old versions, but we can see. we need the key also for the SonarQube. Let's generate it before they installing the new plugins. So come to the SonarQube dashboard and go to the administration and go to security and go to users. So why we require this token means we need to provide this in our Jenkins. Okay. So we have to tell Jenkins mission you can use this particular token to go to SonarQube dashboard and you can log in with this particular token and do the analysis over there for this particular project and give me the report what is everything is going any vulnerabilities, duplication lines like that bugs in the project. So I want that. That's why we need this particular token. Okay, so copy it. So you can store it anywhere you want. Okay, let me give it here so we can use it later. Okay, done. So let's add the quality gate also. You can again click on administration and you need to select the configuration here and go to the webhooks. So create it. So give it a name. We already have Jenkins. For the URL, you have to copy the IP address of your Jenkins. Okay, Jenkins IP address you need to copy. Don't forget. Give the Jenkins IP address /sonarcube webhook. At the end we have to give the slash. Okay. So just click on create. We are not providing any secrets. Okay. So this is done. And maybe the plugins also installed. Yeah, that is done. Just restart because we need to do it. So I added the key, we generated the token, right? Administrator, security users, that is done. We copied it. We will add the token inside our Jenkins. Okay, this I will explain these commands. I will explain these steps. Okay, so it will take some time to restart. So come here, the projects. We don't have any projects till now. So login with your credentials. Enter. Okay, come back to the dashboard. Okay, we have installed plugins and everything is done. Let's go to the manage Jenkins again because we need to add the plugins, right? Okay, you can see you will get some kind of these errors. Just ignore this, or you can directly select those logs and you can stop them as well, but I don't want to waste the time. And you can go to the credential section and you can click on system and go to the global credentials, unrestricted, add credentials. And for the kind, first time we have to add the secret text because we have the token of the SonarQube, that is text file. That's why we need to select the secret text because it doesn't have any username. So that's why we are selecting the secret text. And for the secret, we have to paste the token that we copied. Okay, so select this token. You will get the different token. Okay, use that token. So paste it here and give the name as a sonar token. Copy it, paste it here and click on create. Okay, this is the first token we need, and next token we need is Docker Hub credentials as well in order to push and pull the images. So for the kind, you have to select the username with password because Docker has the username and password, right? So you have to give your password. You have to give your username. My username is this one. You have to give your Docker Hub username. Okay, don't forget to give don't forget to give Docker Hub username here. So even as I treat username as a secret and give your password. So if you use create username as secret, it will use the secret. Username as the secret. Okay. So you can give the name as a Docker ID and description is also Docker. Oh, sorry. And create. So for now we require these two tokens. I like the credentials. Okay. Come back to manage Jenkins. So let's create a new item because we need to provision the AKS cluster. Let's give the Terraform AKS. So select the pipeline and OK. So this is fine. And you want to give Discord vault builds, you can give, but we don't give more builds. I think we can go with 2 or 3 builds. That is fine. And you can select this Project is parameterized. Select this one and add parameters here. Select the choice parameter. Give the name as an action. So I explained the choices are apply, destroy. So these are the apply. These are the choice parameters that are required. Apply and destroy for our Terraform. To provision or to destroy, select. To provision, let's give it a like explanation. Like to provision, use apply action, and to destroy or delete, to destroy, use the destroy action. Okay, option. Okay, this is how you have to give. Let's clear this one upside one, we don't require it, so one thing is fine. Okay, so for the script, you can use the script. Okay, I'm not loading anything from here. Let's use this script. Okay, these plugins I will explain later, and first we need to create a case, right? Let's copy the script. It will create a new pks cluster. Let's give it here. Okay, so we already used the action option here. You can see in the choice parameter. That's why we are calling the Terraform action. If we select the apply, it will select the apply here and it will provision the AKS cluster. Okay, give apply and save. And you can see select build with parameters, and you can see to provision, use apply action, to destroy, use the destroy action option. So we need to provision, right? Click on build. So it will start building your application. Let's open Blue Ocean in the new tab. So we can see our job here. Okay, for the which one? Terraform one. Okay, you can see Terraform version that we are using. So it's giving the Terraform version, Terraform init, and you can see it initialized the backend successfully and validate. Our script is also good. You can see success and plan. You can see everything here. This is the use of the Blue Ocean. Okay, so that's why I'm showing it. You can see it's creating the cluster. Yeah, 8 to add. Okay, so next you can see new steps here. Apply option, it's selecting. So you can see the option that we used here. You can see action. So it will select the apply. And in here, you can see it's using the apply, and it will create the cluster. Okay, you can see IAM role is creating like that. Okay, so this will take some time. So this is the use of the Blue Ocean. It will be really nice to use the UI to see the output like this. So this is good, and this will be more easy like to see in a good way. And you can come back to dashboard. Now we don't need the two tabs. You can go here and we can see it like this. Okay, so let's add some other credentials and the tool that we are required for this project. Go to the manage Jenkins, and we need to add the tools. Let's go to the tools section. We need first we need the JDK installation. JDK means Java, so select it and delete this one installer and give a name JDK 17. So this is the name that we required, and you can give any name, but you will have to call it in same name in the pipeline. So install from adaptdm.net, and you have to select the version. Latest one is fine, 17.10. So next we need the SonarQube scanner installations. Add SonarQube, and you can use the latest version. You can call it as a sonar-scanner is the name. That is fine. Use the latest version only. And next we need the Node.js installations here. Add Node.js. Give a name as a Node 19. So because we are using the Node 19, let's select 19.0. So this is the Node version. And next we need the dependency, means OWASP. Add dependency. So you can give the name as a dp-check. Okay. So install automatically, select it, and You can install from github.com. Use the latest version of this one as well. And for the Docker installations, add it, and you can give the name as a Docker. Download from docker.com latest version. And if we don't give, last time I told that you have to give the Terraform path here, and we read the plugin, right, to provision the EKS cluster, but we don't require because we already installed the Terraform on our EC2 instance, right? I mean Jenkins mission. That's why we don't provide any installations here. Okay, we don't require. That's why I want to say this one. So we don't need to provide again the path where the Terraform is installed. You can directly install on your Jenkins mission and it will automatically work like this. Okay, it will create the cluster. Okay, you can see 3 minutes 20 seconds. So select apply. So we don't have to provide the Terraform path here, or we don't require the Terraform plugin. Okay, save. So let's go to the system because we need to provide SonarQube system path, and we have to tell the where is our token is provided. I mean, on which ID Sonar token is available, and what is the URL for the SonarQube to go and check that particular code. Okay, so let's search for the SonarQube. Come down under SonarQube servers, click on add SonarQube. Give the name as a sonar-server. That is done. And give the URL of the SonarQube. Okay. Copy up to 9000. Copy. Come here and give it here. And select the token, Sonar token that we added. So that is done. And click on apply. And click on save. So done. We already added all those things. Okay, let's click on new item and let's call it as a chatbot. So select the pipeline, click on OK. We added the all the requirements that are required for this one. We added the quality gate and administration, security, users, and everything here. I think you are getting my point because I will give the steps here. If you maybe get any issues, you can use the steps easily because you can see that I'm using the dependency check is the old one here. Let me explain again. You can see you have to go to the manage Jenkins credentials. You have to add the token here for SonarQube, Sonar token, and you have to give the manage Jenkins. You have to go to system and you have to add the Sonar server IP address like this, and you have to give the SonarQubes. In the tools, we need to give the latest version for SonarQube. So you can add the quality gate like this. I gave everything here. For the OWASP, you can select the DP check and use the latest version. For the Jenkins Docker, you can use the latest version. And if you want to give Terraform path also, you can give these names. That is fine. And add the Docker credentials also. So this is how I explained everything in the clear way, but I made it in a simple way. Okay, so you can do the same process. And next we can see that we have all those things. I think I don't have this particular one. Okay, McKay chatbot, right? Let's fork this one. Yeah, I am giving the ChatBOT-UI same name. Okay, you can see that copy the main branch only. It will copy the only the main branch. Let's remove that because we need all the branches. Okay, create a fork from the McKay ChatBOT-UI. Okay, you can see that I can call all those, but we need the legacy one because this is old one which contains Docker file here. Okay, you can see. Okay, that's why I'm using this one for the chatbot. So you can do the same. This is how you have to fork it because we don't want the main branch, we want the legacy branch. Okay, for this one. So I am going to use this legacy branch. Okay, come here. Let's copy the script and come here to the Jenkins. So select the Discord world builds. Days to keep builds is 1. Maximum builds is 4. Okay, that is fine. Let's come down and add it here. The script everything is will be here only. So let's see the pipeline. I think everyone knows, right, how to write the scripts and everything. I will explain a little bit. So pipeline starts with pipeline and agent is any tools. You have to know which tool that we are using. So select this one. So you will get the pipeline syntax generator, and in the sample step you have to search for the tool. Okay, and you can see tool. So we are selecting the JDK tool and generate it. The name that we are getting is JDK17, the same name that we are using here, JDK17. Okay. Next, we need the tool as a Node.js. Select it and generate it. So we are getting Node 19. I think we have the Node 16 over there. So change it, right click, copy, and you can see Node 16. Let's change it here to 19. Okay. Sonar scanner. Where is our Sonar scanner home? We have to tell that we have to tell Sonar home tool is with this name, like having the latest version with this name. Okay, Sonar scanner. You can again come here and you can select the tool type as a SonarQube scanner and generate, and this is the name that we are getting. So just copy it and paste it here. If you change the names, you have to do the same thing. Okay, oh, I forgot R. Yeah, here. So this is how you will get the errors. Okay, so don't do errors. Okay, let's again select it. Yeah, so Sonar scanner. First you can do the clean workspace. If you build again it will throw error. Let me remove this one. So it will take more time. So we need the legacy branch. Okay, so give the branch as a legacy, and for the URL, let's come here. We have the URL, just code, copy it, and you can come here, select this URL. So if you don't know how to generate it, okay, for a chatbot, oh sorry. So you can again come back to pipeline syntax generator and you can give the git here. So git and give the URL. The URL is this one. What is the branch we need? We need legacy branch. Okay, legacy, and generate pipeline. You can see git branch legacy. So the same thing I'm using here. Git branch legacy URL, git branch legacy URL. Okay, and we are installing the dependencies. Npm install, that is done. SonarQube analysis, and you can change the name here to chatbot here, and the token is this one, Sonar token. If you want to generate the SonarQube one, you can come here, and from the projects you have to select manually, and you have to give the project name and like that, and you have to give the token. That's why I saved the token over there. And let me show it again. Project name, let's say I call it as Ajay. I want Ajay. The branch is not main branch. I want say, let's say legacy branch I want. Okay, click on setup, and what we need locally, select locally, and we need to select a token, or we have already existing token, right? So let's copy this token. Firstly, we generated the token, use the same token here in the existing token value, continue, and the Node.js project, Linux, and you will get this particular script. Okay, we already added the token there. That's why I'm adding the path like this with SonarQube env Sonar server. So I have the system Sonar server where it's having the URL of the SonarQube and the IP address and passwords and everything. That's why I'm saying that Jenkins use this particular Sonar server to get the my token and the URL for my SonarQube, and you can do the scanning. Okay, for the chatbot. For the quality gate, you can directly come here. Again in the sample step, you have to search for wait for quality gate. Okay, you can see here wait for quality gate is there. You can select the token and generate. You will get the same token that I am using here. Okay, you can see wait for quality gate, Sonar token, post scan. This is fine. We don't generate it basically, and we can use this one trivy scan. Okay, in the format of JSON. So we with Docker registry we can generate again. So you can see with Docker registry here, select it, and credentials we already added Docker. Default installation is Docker. Generate, and you can see with the Docker registry credentials the same thing that I am using here. Okay, with Docker registry Docker. Okay, give the name as the chatbot. Let's change the tag value also, chatbot. So use the same names here. Okay, chatbot up to like the Docker thingy. I am doing this post build, okay, chatbot. Later we will do the other things, okay. Change the image here also to scan. We are building the name with the chatbot, okay, and give the don't give txt, okay. Change it to JSON format. It will be more easy to read. So last time I'm using the text format. Maybe so many people don't understand the way why we are using that. I mean, like, you don't get the values clearly. So if you use the JSON, it will be more easy to understand. Okay. Sorry, chatbot. Maybe we will get the error. Okay. So okay, that is fine. So up to Docker, we deployed the container, apply it, save it, and we can build now. Okay, so it will take minimum 40 to 50 minutes, because for the first time Bovas will download all the latest vulnerability packages from the database. It will take more time. Okay, so go to the pipeline syntax generator. I think we don't require this anymore, and you can see our Terraform is also completed after 8 minutes 30 seconds, and you can see we have the 8 resources is added. Let's check those resources while it's created or not. Okay, this is how the pipeline looks. Come here to the AWS and you can search for EKS. Okay, enter. So right now we created, right, EKS cluster. Maybe it will take 20 or 10-15 minutes. So this is the cluster name, EKS Cloud. Select it and you can see 16 minutes ago we created it. Okay, this is fine. Let's go to EC2, because it will create a new EC2 instance. Okay, you can see that we have the EC2 instances running last time one, but EKS will create another EC2 instance with the T2 medium. Okay, so this is fine. We added this, and let's wait for this to be completed, because it will take 40 plus minutes. I already tested it. Before that, if you have the ChatGPT, please do log in with your ChatGPT. Or if you don't know the ChatGPT one, you can directly go here, Rapid API key. I mean this one, Rapid API or API key. Okay, so you can go here. Sorry, maybe bad gateway. Or you can here go here. I will give the location. Okay, Rapid API key like this, or you can directly search for Rapid API. I mean, so sometimes you will this one. Okay, Rapid API, not key, just Rapid API, and you have to do login. Okay, I already have logged in. You can see Ajay Reddy, and I can search for the Open API here. So it will give the Open API key. Okay, so you can use any ones. Okay, you can select this Open ChatGPT Open API. So you will get the token. So this is the API key. Okay, so we need to use the API key. I suggest you to go with your ChatGPT API key. If you don't know how to generate, once this project is completed, I mean it's deployed to container, you can see it will give the steps to generate the API key also. I will show it clearly. Don't worry about it. We have the completed the SonarQube analysis. Let's go here. Okay, go to the projects and see this is a chartboard. We have the 5.3k lines, and the duplication lines is this, and code smells, and we have only one bug. Okay, this is open source, that is build, and it's running fine now. That's why we don't have the more bugs and more vulnerabilities. See, so this is the difference, main thing, because we use the public repositories in the last time, but we using the open source now. That's why we have the only one bug. Okay, you can see remove type without members on the change intersection. That is the main issue, and you can see 8 security hotspots reviewed. So this is the difference to use the open new, like open source one and different one. Okay, issues, and you can see code activities. So the way steps. So you can see we have the K8S here, ChatBOT-UI ML. Okay, we can use this one. Okay, 3000. You can give the API keys, and you can see they are exposing to cluster IP thing. Okay, so we can use these things. Okay, no need to worry about it. We do some changes. Security hotspot measures, you can see, so everything is good. Security hotspots, issues, and everything will be here. Okay, so let's take it. It will take some time. Meanwhile, let's come here. We did this one. Next we will check all these. We need to update the Kubernetes configuration. Let's AWS EKS update. The cluster name is EKS underscore cloud. Okay, let's copy this. So come here and give the command. Yeah, maybe my system is stopped here. Let's open a new tab by connecting to this one. Yeah, so clear the screen and give the command and change the region here because I created the cluster in AP-South-1. That is the Mumbai region. So you can see that we can provide the cluster name EKS underscore cloud. This is the name that I gave for my cluster, and you can see new context is added. Okay, let me close this one. We don't require. Yeah. So if you go cd dot cube, and if you don't know the path, they already give the path here. Okay, see, this is the path for config file, and you can see ls-la. So this is the cube file. So let's go into that one, cd.cube and ls. So this is the config file. Okay, cat config enter. So let's copy this one code completely. Right click, copy it, copy this, and open any file explorer, and anywhere you can save this file in the downloads or desktop, wherever you want you can save this file. Okay, let me open my Visual Studio, and I am going to save this particular in the remove folder. Okay, let's create a new file as kts hyphen, or you can give whatever name you want, kts.txt, and paste that. So this is the cluster, save it, and so this is the remove folder. Okay, I have inside my downloads option. Okay, so that is where I am storing my API configuration file. Okay, let's come here to this one, Firefox, and go. So I think this is done, right? Oh no, it's still working. So come back to dashboard and go to the manage Jenkins and go to the credential section, and you can click on system, global credentials, add credentials. So you have to select the kind as a secret file because we added the configuration file, not the text file. We have the lengthy file, right? That's why we need to select the secret file kind and click on browse and navigate to your file. Where is your ktest.txt file is stored? I mean in the Azure, like in the remove file. I have my file, right? This is where my file is stored. ktest.txt, open it. So this is how you have to store in the text format. You have to store the Kubernetes configuration file, and you have to browse the file here. Okay, so you have to give the file path here, and you can directly select it from here. Mainly you have to select the file from here and give the name as a kts, the description is also kts, and create. So that is done. So Kubernetes is also done. So we have the cluster is ready, and we have the EKS cluster is ready, and we have the jobs are running up to the chatbot, and we have the chat GPT open, and you can directly copy the OpenAI keys from here. So that is done. So everything is going very good till now. So I will skip this part because it will take 40 minutes. So if you want to see what is going on, and you can go inside the console output, because it will download the files. You can see it's downloading 50%. Maybe this is working fast for me, like it's taking very fast. No need to worry about, because it will take minimum more than 20 plus minutes. Okay, sorry, my bad. I thought that I was recording my video, but I forgot to record the video while explaining. And you can see I completed the third build, and you can go to the pipeline steps. I already deployed it to the Kubernetes also. You can see that with kube config, you can see the output also with Kubernetes start. That's why it took less than 5 or 6 minutes, but it's actually took the, I mean, you can see that the old pipeline took more than 7 minutes, but I forgot to record. So that's why it's taking less than 5 minutes or 6 minutes. So it's deployed to the container, right? Let's take the public IP address from the our ec2 instance. Oh, sorry, my bad. So copy it from here and paste it in the new tab with port of 3000. Enter. So this is the output. Maybe if we refresh this one, last time this was a last time report. That's why it's getting the output successfully. But actually, it will come in this way. Let's open a private window, okay? Because you will get this way. But so you will get the page like this. I forgot to record that one. That's why it's showing the output because of the cache issues. But you will get the output in this way. You have to click on openai.com. So you need to log in with your credentials. Okay. I already have the credentials of my ChatGPT. Let me log in with them. So it will take some time to log in. You have to do the same thing, or you can directly generate the API key from, I think the password is wrong. Yeah, let me retype it. So this is correct. And you can see you will get the output like this for the first time. But actually what is happening that I forgot to record. So it's showing the real output. So you have to click on create a new API key. So give it a name as a chatbot. Okay. And create it. So you will get this one, the code. Just copy it and come back here. And in the left side panel, you have to see that there is an OpenAI API key. Select this one and you have to paste the key here. Pasted, and you have to click on right mark. Yeah, you can see that we got the chat GPT here. So we can ask any question you want. How to delete the running container. So it will delete the running container as well. It will give the steps. You have to see the Docker page to see running containers, and you can give stop container ID and remove the container ID. I want to remove all the resources like stopped containers and build cache in Docker. How can I do it? Even dangling images. Okay, enter. So this will give the command. You can see it's giving a Docker image prune, Docker container prune, and system prune like that. So this is the ChatGPT application that we are going to build. Sorry, my bad, that recording was not done clearly. I mean, I forgot to record it actually. So let's come back to old window. Just forget this one because this is coming because of the cache. Okay, let me close it. And if you come back here, and we already deployed it to container, right? Let's deploy it to the Kubernetes cluster. I think I already explained how to add the Kubernetes configuration and add it to the credential section, right? That is done. Let's see. I want to add the Kubernetes stage here. So let's come here under the Docker container step, and again you can come here and just copy this script and go to here and paste it. We don't require these steps, okay, for now, because that is a single file deploy to Kubernetes. Let's go to here, and in the Kubernetes I have the ChatBOT-UI YAML. This is the deployment file and service file. So you have to change the image here. Let's copy this path, and if you come here and you need to give your path here. So in Kubernetes chatbot.ui.yaml, so it will apply, and you can see that I have already I already have the existing container running. You can see that chatbot. I don't want to delete here from here. I want to delete from the Jenkins file itself. So many people getting the container is already existing. So maybe you will get the same doubt. So that's why I am adding the new stage here. Let me make it correct. Stage. Remove running container. Okay, so this is the new stage. Enter. So in the steps we have to give another one, and under we have to give it as a script. Enter, and you have to give sh single quotes, Docker stop chatbot. So it will give the this. We already have the container named with chatbot, right? That's why we are giving the name is chatbot. But what if it does not present? So it will use this command true. True means if it does not find any container with that name, so it will not fail the build. Oh, sorry, not fail the build, and it will continue run the script. Okay, this is how it's done. And let's add another stage for Kubernetes. I already told that I will scan the cluster also. Just paste the command, remove the stage name because it will get the duplication error. So ktest -trivi is a command, and you have to change the trivi command here. So you have to give trivi ktest -report summary. So we want the cluster report, right? So cluster report. So trivi -ktest.json format. I need the report. Okay. So it will deploy to the Kubernetes, and it will remove the running container. Okay. So everything is done, and finally we will get the report of the trivi as well. Apply and save and build now. Let's build it. It won't take more than 5 or 6 minutes. Okay, it will complete fast only because of this overscan. Because of the wasp scan only, it will taking more than 5 or 6 minutes. Otherwise it will complete within in the 1 minute or 30 seconds. Okay, so last time I forgot to show the last dependency check, right? So these are the report for the dependency check results of the wasp. And next go to the workspaces, and if you go to the chartbot, we have the trivi.json. Means this is the report of the container. You can see in a good format. So if you use the text format, it will be really messy, you can't even understand. Okay, so you can get the node.js package output errors where it's coming from. Okay, and next we have the file system. You can see trivifs, and you can see this is the package.json file log.json. You're getting error from this file like that. And last time I already deployed it. You can see that it's 10:35. I mean last time I didn't recorded a video, right? That's why it's showing the file with 0 KB, but it will update in this build. Okay, you can see that quality gate, it will take some time, and it will move to wasp scan. So everything is good. So we deployed it to the container, and let's see whether it's deploying to the Kubernetes or not. I think it takes some time, like minimum 7 minutes to deploy it to container. I mean Kubernetes container. So you can see that the removing running container. So it's also done. Let's go to the console output to see whether it's removing the actual container or not. So we have to know which one it's removing. This will be okay. It's building the image here and exposing to 3000 and pushing the container, and you can see it's pushed. Means next we have a tree image scan, that is done, and you can see Docker stop chartbot. It stopped the chartbot and removed the chartbot as well, and again it started the new container without having any issue that the old container with the same name existing again. Okay, so that is done, and we have the kubectl deployment is done, and service is also done. So a summary will take some time. Let's see, give the command kubectl get all. Before that we have to know which system is running or not. You can see chartboard is up and running 94 seconds ago. This is good, and sometimes it will take more than 6 minutes. Okay, don't worry about it, my container is 01 by ready state pod or not. Okay, so it will take some time sometimes. Wait for the time. Okay, it's take more than 6 minutes for the first time. Okay, so we have to open this particular port on our worker node. Okay, just copy the IP address, and let's come back to the here and select the second one in this instance. So which is I mean provisioned from the AKS T2 medium. So sorry, I forgot. So go to the security here, and here under security groups, select this one, EKS cluster. So go to the inbound rules, add rule. So give it a new rule that we have right now, and save the rules. So you can see that it's exposed to a new load balancer type. So we added this particular port on the node group. Okay. So if you go here to the load balancer, it's created a new load balancer. Just click on this one and you can see it's created at 18:26. The time now is 6:29, 3 minutes ago. So just copy this DNS name and open it in a new tab. I think it will also give the direct output that I last time got. Yeah, no, it's working fine. So this is the output. We have to add the API key again here, and we can copy this from here. Oh, sorry, it's in the private tab, right? Or you can directly select this one. You can click on this one, openai.com. It will again open a new tab, and we have those two. Let's remove one that we created last time. Again, we can create a new one. So give it a name as a chart bot. So create a new secret key. So I will delete the keys. You can don't use them. However, so I copied it, and again I can come back here. This is the Kubernetes load balancer external URL. Okay. So in the API key, I have to paste it. So this is the output, and let's differentiate because maybe you get the doubt, right? Maybe what is the difference between ChatGPT and that? Let's give you a question. Explain difference between ChatGPT and sorry, I forgot a question also. Docker and Kubernetes. Okay, enter. You can see it's giving the content. Let's ask the same question over there. Okay, in the chatbot. Let's come paste it here and enter. Let's see what it's giving. You can see it's giving the same definition one, key features, and the difference and like that, and you can see it's giving in this way. So both works fine. Let's ask for give me a special deployment and service file for Kubernetes. So let's ask a simple questions, don't make them hard. Okay, so you can see it's giving the new file. Okay, just copy the again the same question and give it in the chatbot that we created now. Enter. You can see that it's giving this new service YAML file and deployment YAML file, even it's giving the commands as well. So this is the difference, but we deployed the application, right? You can see the same output that we are getting from our chatbot UI as well. Okay, I hope you learned something new from the video, and let's come back here because so you can see that it's failed because of maybe KTS scan error, deadline exceeded because of the chatbot UI, I mean Kubernetes cluster one. Yeah, so this will get sometime this kind of issue, trivi logs like that. You can see the script trivi KTS hyphen report summary cluster. So it's getting the error. No need to worry about it. So we deployed it to container, right? Let's see the logs. Maybe or we can try it in the other way. Let's go to the configure and let's remove it in everything. So we don't need this container stage because we are removing it, and we have to delete it by we have to give delete. So that is done, and I need to remove this one. Let's see why it's getting the error. Okay, cluster tree KTS hyphen report summary. Okay, this is done. It will remove it. So let's remove these steps. Don't waste the time on. We already deployed it and we don't require tools as well. So apply and save. This previous scan is throwing the error. Let's build again. Let's see why it's throwing the error. Maybe it's not pushing the code completely to that one. You can see it's deleting the container. And if we go here to the console output, and you can see service is deleted and deployment is also deleted, and it's removed the Docker container as well. And if we see again, and you can see it's removed all those deployments from the Kubernetes. Let's see what containers are running. You can see that SonarQube is only running. Okay, that is then. Let's wait for the summary cluster. I will skip. If it's fail, we can try it from here also. Okay, this is optional. Okay, not that particular mandatory. You can scan the cluster, or that is up to you. So but it works fine. So to see the output, it's really nice. It will take some time, minimum 3 to 4 minutes. I will skip the video, but I will show maximum. If not, I will show in the CLI. So we are getting the issue because of that. We are moving it to the JSON format. So you can see that so the summary report is working fine without the JSON format. Sometimes it's time exceeding, but you can see the report as well here. See, this is the report for EKS on AP South 1. The cluster name is EKS Cloud. Okay, so all good. I hope you learned something new from this video, how to deploy open source to the EKS cluster. So thanks for watching the video and keep on supporting to the Mr. Cloudbook channel.